Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and I put a poll out, I don't know, maybe a month ago, asking y'all what other stuff you would like me to check out. And pretty much everybody wanted me to build a computer. So I made an executive decision to actually ignore that one for right now and get something else. This is something I've been wanting to do and for a cool little setup, but also use it personally for what I'm doing. Y'all know that I do a lot of for the fourth year in a row, we're doing a high school graduation. Normally, we got to bring extension cables and all this other stuff with us. But I've wanted to play around with this tech and just see if there's a way that I completely can go off grid and do live streaming and all this other stuff. But how do I get power? We need a battery. So, we got ourselves I hope this table can hold us, this portable power station by Anker. This is the F1200. It used to be called the 757, but now it's the F1200. This right here can you could actually hook this up to back up your house, but what I want to use this for is having power. Say you happen to take your ATEM, your laptop, your cameras, or whatever, even have a Starlink dish if you want to, and have power no matter where you go to power everything. And that's what I'm going to use this for, to make this a part of my bundle, so where when I go out to this graduation or we happen to have a day in the park with the ministry and you don't know where power is going to be, you can bring power with you. So first, let's do an unboxing, see what's inside of this thing. We're going to go over the specs, and then we're going to put it through its paces, mainly for how long can this maintain my typical live streaming setup. So this thing is heavy. I would probably say it feels like it's 40 pounds. Um, but let's go ahead and open this thing up. And normally, well, let me put it back on the table. Oh, let's see. Hopefully, I can zoom out enough so you can actually see what's going on with this thing. Let's move it down a little bit so you can see. I actually got this on sale. Normally, this is $1,000. I actually got it on sale for about 500. So, really, really cool deal. A whole bunch of stuffing. Now, supposedly, this also is a UPS or a uninterrupted power supply, so that I could actually, when I'm not using this out and about, I'm actually going to hook this up to my network so that if we ever lose power, this can actually power everything. Now, they do have smaller versions, and I'm doing an install at Gates of Faith, and we have door access that requires power. And I was going to get a UPS, but I'm thinking maybe use one of these so it can power up and keep all your stuff maintained. But then in the event that you actually want to go out and about, you can just unplug this and take this with you. So dual purposes for this thing. And I think this is all that's in the box. So come on. Come on. All right, we got it there. Whew. And we got some cables. So let's see what's inside of here. Before use, please charge your portable power station to activate the battery before using for the first time. So we'll definitely do this. This is going to be a multi-phase video. And I'm going to keep it all lumped together. So let's see what's inside here. I think that's it. So we got our power cable. We have a car charger, so you can plug this into your car cigarette lighter, and it has a solar panel connection, which again, I'm excited about. And you have your solar panel cables. So you can charge this up from your car, from an outlet, or from solar. So when we actually go do the high school graduation, I'm actually going to get some solar panels to plug this in. So hopefully I need to, well, I'm going to use the top down view so hopefully y'all can see all of this. Let's flip it to the back first. All right, so in the back here, hopefully you can see. I'm gonna make sure I don't flip it onto nothing on the front. Let's lay it flat here. And let's punch in just a little bit so you can see. So here on the back, this is where we can connect our solar panels here. What's this other one? Overcharge protection. Okay, I guess that's a fuse or something like that. And then here's our regular power connection, so we can connect that. On the side, it has the nice little blue. I don't know if that's for vents or whatever. Let's turn it around and lay it on the front. Let's get rid of this for our screen. All right, so we have three-prong adapters, plugs, and then we have 3 other ones. We have 4 USB connections and 2 USB-C connections. We have our car cigarette lighter. So if you want to, let me zoom out a little bit so y'all can see. So if you have anything like a, say your car is completely dead and you want to plug this in and you want to blow up the tires or something like that, we got that here. This does allow you to connect to an app, so we're going to do that. There's a power saving mode and there's a display, and that's pretty much it. Reset button and all this other fun stuff. It says it's drop protective. I wouldn't dare want to drop this. You drop this on somebody, oh, it's going to hurt with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this up, let it charge, and we'll be back to see what we can do. And like I said, we're going to push it to the limit and see what we can do. I'm gonna hook it up to my Unify stuff as a backup and just see how long it can go. We're gonna test this thoroughly because like I said, I bought this with my own money. This is not sponsored. I wish it was. It's not sponsored, but this is something, like I said, something that I've wanted to get for a while. Because I want to, in the future, we're going to have batteries and solar panels and all this other stuff for the house that I build. But this is one of those things that I've gone on many of locations to live stream, and I've always didn't know what type of power is available. But pushing this to the limit, I want to see, can this be a part of my tool when I go out to do games, weddings? Say if you're doing you want to live stream a wedding and it's outside. And instead of running power cables everywhere, this can just sit up under the table that I have set up, and there's all my power. And it's just like a diesel generator without the fuel and without the noise. But anyway, let's plug this up, get it charged up, and then let's see what we can do with this thing. All right, so I just got it plugged in, and we're gonna put a timer on here, and we're gonna see how long it takes. Oh, it actually says it's already at 82%. So, interesting. Says it needs to be charged, but we're gonna let it go and we'll drain it and then see how long it'll take to actually recharge. It says it will actually be fully charged, and this is lithium iron phosphate composure for the batteries, so you can actually charge it up to 100%. Contrary to like my Tesla, I can't charge that up to 100%, but this can. So it says in 0.3 hours it'll be at 100%. We'll do that and then see what we can get after that. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna set up a test. So this is similar to what I would normally do for one of, I guess, a similar setup minus one camera if I was doing a live stream. So we'll turn on the computer audio so we can have something as well. So here in my setup, I have a mobile monitor that is pulling power from the USB-C. We have my Sony 4K camcorder, my original camera that I my first upgraded camera I got when I moved from my webcam when I was live streaming on YouTube. My Acer Nitro 5 gamer laptop. Gonna be replacing this pretty soon. We have the OC Go that is connected. I am using my mobile portable router. This is going to be pulling power also from here over USB. This is what I normally would use. This is my router that would give me access to everything. I am connected to a Flex Mini Unify switch. Again, the exact same one that I would take with me to take with me on site when I'm doing something. And in all of these scenarios, we have the switch that is not a PoE switch also. The OC Go is plugged in there. My laptop is on this bottom one, and the camcorder is there. And like I said, the router is using the red USB cable, and the USB-C is the monitor. So what I'm going to be doing to simulate everything is let me show you. I am plugged in right now just to verify that we have 100%. And as you can see, based on this, I mean, while it's still plugged in, we could go for 4.3 days and it's pulling 50 watts. So what we're going to do is I am going to use OBS, and I actually need to put a counter on here. And I don't know why the clock needs to update. And sadly, that took way longer than it should have. But we do have our counter here. And we're going to be live streaming to Vimeo. And once the connection is ended, once we lose power, we'll be able to see how long this goes. So let's go ahead and start streaming. And I'm gonna flick back here for a second. So as you can see, we are up. Everything is going. So I'm gonna unplug the power, and then we're gonna start our countdown. Again, you're gonna have to give me a few seconds to compensate. So actually, for the people who want to know, you'll see that nothing goes out as well too. So if I can hold this so you can see both. So it acts as a UPS. As you can see, nothing flickered. Power is out. As you can see, we're pulling 65 watts. It says it's about 12 hours. We do have it on power saving mode. So now let's go ahead and start. And when I wake up, this still should be running. So I guess I don't want to leave all the lights on while I'm asleep. But let's go ahead and just leave that one on. And again, as you can see, we're not connected. We are solely going from here. We had 100%. The screen will go to sleep in a little bit, but we are just running everything here. And let's pull the camera back a little bit. I can't go any further right now. So that we can at least see everything that is going on here. And we're just going to see how long it takes before all of this stuff dies. It's dropped down to 11.5, then it went back up to 11.7. Now it's 12 hours. All of this is pulling 64 watts. So not a lot of power. Now it jumped up to 75. So, and I'm using the laptop because I think that would be the most inefficient way of using power if that's live streaming, because it is kicking in the GPU, which you use more power and all this other fun stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go to sleep and we'll see what this looks like in the morning. All right, good morning, folks. It's been streaming for 7 hours and 26 minutes. Everything is obviously still on. If I do the display, we're at 35%, and it's saying it can last for still another 4 hours. Alrighty, so I am getting a warning on the app that I'm at 5%, so it's about 30 minutes left, give or take. I don't want to try and completely drain the whole thing, but I think this just proves the point. And I ended up adding my light beam on here because that's the one thing I did forget to add in this setup, which is pulling power. But at this point, running all of this constantly live streaming for almost, I mean, if I kept it on, we would have hit 11 hours. So I am very, very pleased with this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and stop all of this. We will put our timer and we'll just say officially it was 10 minutes shy of 11 hours. So again, happy with that. Really, really happy with that, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, let's go ahead and we just hit 4%. Let's go ahead and shut everything down. I'm gonna stop the live stream and then we will, maybe I should, you know what? I should do another one to see how long it takes to, all right, well, let me take a snapshot of this first. All right, so I'm gonna continue this, but now the live stream is gonna be how long it takes to actually recharge the battery. So let's go ahead and get everything plugged in. So input is 278 watts, and it says it's going to take about 5 hours. Well, 1.2 hours to get everything back. So let's go ahead and start this again, but it's mainly just going to be focused on how long it takes to charge back up. So we'll be back when that's done. All right, so my apologies. It looks like my recording didn't go through, but it took about an hour and 24 minutes to get everything back up to almost 100%. Hey, good morning, folks. Let me get out the sun. I am here at Gates of Faith Ministries, where we're unifying this church. But again, this is a part of the anchor. So no one is here yet, but I need to make some holes there for one of the cameras. And I was like, why not see if this anchor battery can support my hammer drill? I believe it can, but let's just see what it can do. All right, so this is my DeWalt hammer drill. I gotta make some mounting holes here to replace the old camera. And why did I bring this all the way over here? Need to slide the whole battery over here. Again, I can lift this with one hand, but boy, this joint got some weight to it. Let's go ahead, plug this in, and let's just see how much this actually pulls when we turn this on. All right, so I turned on the AC outlets. Let's just see what it does here. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's pulling 480 watts. So well beneath where it needs to go. So let's get up here, make this hole real quick, move down, make the hole there, and then head on to project number 2. But again, nice little power supply for if you have to do kind of like the work that I do and you need power in different locations. Alrighty, so I am very happy with this Anker Solex F1200. I've put it through a bunch of its paces. And again, this is, you look at the reviews and people use this stuff for like when they go camping and all this other stuff. But the intention, like I said, for me using this is to use this as a power supply when I go out in the field and I'm doing live streaming for graduations, weddings, any type of stuff like that, football games, sporting events that I normally do. But with the mindset of obviously we talk about media ministry, I think this is a great tool that if you have tent services, if you happen to want to do any like community days and instead of renting a generator, this is not very expensive. You can buy one of these things and now it's yours and you can use it whatever way that you need. Worst case scenario, say that your ministry is lost power from a storm. You can have this plugged in and still have whatever type of functionality with this. So, again, I'm really excited about adding this to my toolkit, um, and really looking forward to seeing what the performance is going to be like with the graduation that we're doing. Now, I didn't show it. I did do it in the live stream for a little bit, but I typically use APC battery backups for like my computer and my networking and my NASs and everything like that. But to be quite honest, these things are coming in at like $200, the ones that I'm using. And when the power goes out, it gives me like 30 minutes. And the fact that this Anchor is actually rated as a UPS as well too, um, it gives me way more longevity for power. And it's not, oh, let me give you 30 minutes to back up whatever you're doing. Having this in place, especially doing like a door access or something where you need the Unify stuff to stay up to maintain power for doors, magnetic locks, safety, and all this other stuff. I personally think that this is a better alternative than the other stuff that I've seen from a cost perspective. I know like Unify has backups and they're way more than what this is. And plus, it's versatile. You can, like I said, when I'm going to use it, when I'm not taking it out in the field, it's going to be inside my network closet, plugged into my stuff, backing it up. And then when I need it, I unplug it, take it with me to do whatever I need to. And just really excited about the flexibility of this. And then, like I said, just making this move to all solar and electric with the car and everything like that, and just planning what I want to do with my dream house and having this stuff in place. These are obviously going to be one of the things that I add in as well too. And I know that this would be a great addition. That if just imagine having one of these. I know it's overkill. This is imagining. Just imagine having one of these, like for my daughter's room, and then all of her stuff is powered. I don't know. But anyway, just from a ministry standpoint, I think is really exciting. I talked to my pastor about it, and he's actually very thrilled about it, and he think he's probably going to get one for personally at home, but then also for the ministry as well too. So I think this is a really cool piece of a kit that you can add to your ministry to give you some redundancy and power and quiet power and no loud noise and generation and fuel when you need to take stuff on the go, and you can power sound, all your camera equipment, all this other stuff, which I think is really cool. So link is down below if you're interested in doing that. That is an affiliate code, so we get a little kickback from that, but it doesn't come from y'all in any way, shape, or form. And that's how we do this stuff. So again, I bought this with my own money, and I'm really excited about how this is going to be used. And if you do have one, let me know down below how you actually use it, how you're enjoying it, whether it's this model or a different model. I'm not particular to any brand. It's about the functionality of it. So seems like a lot of y'all are excited about it. And I hope this helps and gives y'all, opens up your imagination on what you can use it for, especially in your media ministry. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.